bird is Bert fascinated with for question number 3? It's a bird. What kind of bird?
I like this pop quiz so far.
Right? Now that you've jinxed us, we won't know the rest of them.
I didn't expect you. They're supposed to be the hardest.
Thanks a lot, JL.
We're
That's
getting
what I'm here
there for question number 4. What are the little creatures who live in Ernie's windowsill flower box called?
Thanks
question
a lot,
number
JL.
4. What are the little creatures who live in Ernie's windowsill flower box called? And finally, question number 5. The hardest of the hearts. Thank you. Who sang the original song that accompanies the whoa, here we go again. Thank you. Question number 5. Who sang the original song that accompanies the pinball number count insert featuring an animation of a pinball careening through different dreamscapes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
It's almost as good as I was going to put.
All right, pencils down. Thank you. It's time for pop quiz.
One of 2 answers I'm going to put. That was my other answer.
There's no cheating.
No, we're not cheating.
No cheating on Sesame Street. Question number 1. When trouble arises, who does Grover turn into? Laura.
Super Grover.
JL.
Super Grover.
Sabrina.
Super Grover.
Very good. Score of 1 point for everybody. Question number 2. What's the name of Elmo's pet? JL.
Dorothy.
Sabrina.
Dorothy.
Laura.
Dorothy.
Very good. No points for everyone. Whee! Question number 3. What kind of bird is Bert fascinated with? Sabrina.
Pigeons.
JL.
Pigeons.
Laura.
Ernie.
Laura, what is wrong with you? Ernie is not a bird.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I might be Guy Smiley.
Birds do not have horizontal mohawks.
Okay.
Question number 4.
More of a fishbowl cut.
Question number 4. What are the little creatures who live in Ernie's windowsill flower box called, Laura?
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Hi. No. JL.
Fraggles.
Oh, very good.
Good
Sabrina.
answer, Bugs.
You are the closest, Sabrina. They're actually called Twiddlebugs. Nobody gets a point. And question number 5. Who sang the original song that accompanies the pinball number count insert featuring an animation of a pinball careening through different dreamscapes? JL.
Elton John.
Weird. Laura.
Nirvana.
Even weirder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my Kurt Cobain. Sabrina.
Who?
Sabrina. Who? Are you saying The Who?
Yeah.
As in the band The Who?
Yeah.
It is the Pointer Sisters. Oh. The Pointer Sisters.
That must have been after it was raining men. Oh, no, that was the Weather Girls.
That was the Weather Girls.
Yes. By the way, sources for this script are Wikipedia, Life Magazine, New York Magazine, Behind the Music featuring Weird Al Yankovic, and History.com. Thank you. This is Guy Smiley, and we will see you next time.
That was fun. You know who we haven't talked to? Jim Henson. He had a big part in this.
We can talk to Jim Henson, but not too much. We've already covered The Muppet Show previously, and he'll probably get his own episode anyway at some point.
Because he's amazing.
That's fine. I died in 1990, so I don't have much to say. My Muppets help make kids interested in learning. I've always enjoyed puppeteering. The show Kukla, Fran, and Ollie inspired me when I was a little boy.
Well, it's an honor to meet you, Jim Henson. Can I touch your
No.
head?
I read that Kermit's eyes were ping pong balls and that Kermit's body was made from your mother's coat.
Where did you read that?
On a mattress tag, read into the words, do not remove.
Well, you're right. The Muppets were originally used in commercials for companies like Purina Dog Chow, and actually, Rolf the Dog was one of my first Muppet stars. Some of these original Muppet names and likenesses were exchanged for Sesame Street. Take, for example, Cookie Monster. He was the Wheel Stealer. Wheels were a cheesy cracker made by General Foods.
I read that the Wheel Stealer commercial never aired, but the character was used in an IBM training video and a Frito-Lay commercial.
Where did you read that?
In a magazine.
Hold up. You've garnished all these random Sesame Streets from weird and unusual places, but this one was in a magazine?
Yeah, it was a German magazine. Verstafusch.
You read German?
No, but I like the pictures. They're in German, too.
Gotcha. Another beer, please.
Anyway, didn't Sesame Street nearly get canceled?
Yeah, Joan here again, just in case you guys forgot me. Oh, wait, you did kind of forget about me. Anyways, yes, Sesame Street nearly went out of business. The show turned to HBO for a multi-million-dollar boost. We left our original home on PBS in 2015 after plunging into a $11 million loss.
Yeah, just be glad the Game of Thrones guys didn't take over.
That's an odd and disturbing thing to say. I know you have been talking to some of the more famous characters, actors, and people behind Sesame Street, but there are more unsung heroes, like Lloyd Morissette, who came up with the idea of having bits sung to help teach children retention.
And John Stone, who helped create many Muppets and brought Jim Henson on board. What? I read it somewhere.
Well, there was also Joe Raposo, who not only wrote the Sesame Street theme song, but also many other Sesame Street songs. The Electric Company theme song and the Three's Company theme song.
Come and knock on my door.
Chris.
We've been waiting for you.
Where the kisses are yours and his.
You guys, you know what? You two should
Three's
never
Company
sing.
too.
And you too, Sabrina? Oy. You know, I tell them that all the time, Joan. They need to stop singing. We have also had many Hollywood stars appear on the show. This helped keep us relevant with the passing decades. Some people who have appeared are Amy Adams, Adam Sandler, Will Arnett, the Backstreet Boys, Ryan Reynolds, Jimmy Fallon, and Lin-Manuel Miranda. There have been many more, though. I'm glad we found it. This was fun.
I learned a lot, including that those who watched Sesame Street in their preschool years did better in school and work as they got older.
I learned what Muppets taste like.
Gross.
Felty.
Yeah, you did.
Well, to end this, I thought I would share that my granddaughter's first words were Big Bird. It really brings my career around full circle.
Elmo had fun with Podcast 42 today.
We had fun with you too, Elmo.
I love Sesame Street. Snuffleupagus. It's my spirit animal.
Elmo glad. Oh, Elmo almost forgot. Today's episode was brought to you by the letter P. P for Pop-Up Filmcast and the number 2 for Two Girls on a Bench. I see Elmo's not above shameless plugs. Elmo need to make that bread and butter too, y'all. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Elmo say bye.
Yep. Bye.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
If you murder a Muppet, do you go to jail?
Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
Well, let's see what you guys have to say.
Sorry.
It's okay. But it's easier to cut the coughs out when nobody's talking.
Oh, I thought there was a loop there.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Well, let's see what you guys have to say on social media. On Facebook, Anna, she says, I used to love it, still do. My mom used to tell me it was the only show that would keep me focused. Kermit, Grover, and the Cookie Monster were always my favorite. Grover's my favorite, too.
Snuffleupagus is my spirit animal.
Is he?
Yeah.
Tatch says, Guy Smiley was hilarious. LOL. He's even hilarious when you have to impersonate him.
I was going to say, let's see if that still holds true after this episode.
It's researching it. It's amazing how many voices Jim Henson did. And now I can hear, as a kid, they all seem very distinct, but as an adult, I can now hear Jim Henson in all of them. So
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool for me.
What I was going to say, it's definitely one of those things, too, that when you listen to Jim Henson speak, you can hear all of those characters in his, natural speaking voice.
Yeah. Just like you can hear Guy Smiley in my natural speaking voice.
Yeah, you always sound so excited when you talk.
I guess it's more like you can hear Snuffleupagus in my natural speaking voice.
That I'll agree with.
Probably.
You know what I hear in Laura's?
Yips.
Yips.
Sue says,
It's in
Sesame
her
Street
eyes.
is iconic. Favorite character? The Count, of course. The show recently has even implemented characters with special circumstances such as autism, showing kids it's okay to be different, approach those who are, and ask questions. Very educational and emphatic program. Also, they make fun fishbowl facts.
These facts are fun.
These facts are so fun.
These facts are fun!
Yay.
The only person not laughing at that segment, JL.
I kept a straight face.
Other Sue says, I like the guy selling the illegal letter S's. I forgot about that guy.
Yeah. Hey, you want to buy an S? You want to buy an S over here?
On Twitter, Serena says, my favorite was Oscar, and I had a recurring childhood nightmare about Guy Smiley.
So is Chris at the end of this episode.
Serena says, my favorite was Oscar. And I had a reoccurring child nightmare about Guy Smiley.
So is Chris at the end of this episode.
Yep.
So thanks for the photo terror.
Yep.
She's talking about we put photos up for all the Muppets up for get your responses on Facebook and Twitter.
We did?
We did. The Podcast Discovery Show says, love Bert and Ernie and also loved Cookie Monster.
Yeah, Bert and Ernie were always some of my favorites.
I get my personality from Oscar and my sense of moderation with everything I do from Cookie Monster.
I like the segment where they got the kids to talk to the Muppet.
Yeah.
And it was completely unscripted. And I remember one of the kids was kind of like Laura in the script was like poking at Kermit, trying to take his eyes off and stuff.
Because he's felty.
But he didn't lick him.
No.
Maybe he did, and they just did not air that.
They edited that part out.
I don't know. Did we get any calls?
We did get calls. We sure did.
Hi.
Hey.
Cookie Monster.
Speaking of shameless plugs, we got Cookie Monster to call in?
Cookie Monster calling.
Cookie Monster.
All right, we got phone calls.
Yay!
A lot of people want to talk about Sesame Street. We got 12 phone calls, so we're just gonna blast through them one after the other.
Perfect.
Okay.
On my way, everything's on my way to where the air is on my way. Can you tell me how to get to Gravity Beer?
You know, Bruder never disappoints.
Yeah, we don't have any other phone calls. I lied.
Unlike you, Chris, you disappoint a lot.
Aww.
Aww.
You guys are fun.
You know, that could be one of my favorite Brooder calls yet.
Where the air is on my way. Gravity Beer.
Well, why don't we revisit the beer cooler?
Say hello, cola, never run away, never gonna wait. Drink hello, cola, never run away, never run away. Drink hello, cola, boom.
Perfect. All right, JL, remind us, what are we drinking?
Hold on, I'm drinking. We got Funky Buddha's Mixology Series. Their nice white sangria.
I think I'm going to start this week.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
I didn't know what to think the first couple sips. It has that thing that I hate with the lingering aftertaste. But overall, I'm on the fence about this one. I kind of like it in a lot of respects, and I kind of don't like it on other respects. It's sweet, like white sangria. I think the white sangria overshadows the beer taste, so you get that first pop of a white sangria taste, and then it finishes with a beer aftertaste. So I think that's what's kind of messing me up. But I am going to go somewhat high, and I'm going to give this one a 4. It's not as good as the Manhattan. I think the Manhattan has been the best one we've had.
Agreed.
And the watermelon one, I don't think I like that one.
You didn't have the margarita, I didn't think. Did you not have the Manhattan either?
Nope.
This is your first mixology one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well,
It is.
I'll go. You gave it a 4, really?
Yeah. It's confusing me. It confuses me on the palate, but I wouldn't turn it down if someone put it in my hand.
Well, my initial first sip of it was that it tastes like Dirty Feet smells.
Wait a minute. That's two senses at once.
Yeah, it was.
It tastes like Dirty Feet smells.
Yeah, like how you would when you smell Dirty Feet. That's what I would assume it would taste like. Is this bottle of beer? I did not care for it I would actually rather